Hi guys, my name is Myrosius, and today's video is about a man named Marvin Heemeyer, a reasonable man who had to do unreasonable things. Marvin Heemeyer was born on October 28, 1951 in South Dakota. Marvin owned a muffler shop in the Granby-Grand Lake area in Colorado. But after about 8 years of owning the successful muffler shop, a local resident came to him with the idea to buy his muffler shop for $250,000 and turn it into a concrete processing plant. Heemeyer agreed to sell the shop, but right before the deal was sealed, Marvin increased the price to $375,000, and then up again to about $1 million. In about 2001, 1 year after the proposal was given, the deal was now dead. The Granby Zoning Commission granted the concrete processing plant permission to build around Marvin's property, which caused the main road to Marvin's shop to be blocked. Marvin sent multiple appeals saying the construction would block the road to his shop. All of his appeals would be rejected. So Marvin would request to build his own road, but they were rejected, and to make financial matters worse, he already bought a bulldozer for the project, which he said he would do himself. Marvin had also received fines that were brought up by the concrete processing plant, such as not having a septic tank and his property not being connected to the city's sewage system. All of these factors combined caused Marvin to close his shop in 2003. He felt that the town was against him. From 2003 to 2004, Marvin began attaching plates of armor to his Komatsu D355A bulldozer. He installed screens inside the cabin of the bulldozer attached to cameras with 3-inch thick bulletproof glass covering them. He also had 3 holes in the bulldozer for shooting outside targets. On June 4th, 2004, Marvin Heemeyer bolted himself shut inside the behemoth of a bulldozer. He drove the bulldozer straight through the warehouse where he was building it. This is when the Killdozer incident began. Marvin's first target was the concrete plant who he feuded with in the past, and then moved closer to the main part of town. He then drove through the town hall, which had a library on the bottom floor, which minutes ago had children in it. He then drove through the newspaper building, which had wrote negative things about Marvin. And then he also drove through the house of a former mayor and a hardware store where he argued with the owner. The local police tried to stop the bulldozer by disabling the cameras, but the bulletproof glass was too strong. Anything local police had was ineffective. The bulldozer also had grease on it, so climbing it would be near impossible. Authorities wanted to bring in a chopper to disable the tank, like bulldozer, but this idea was scrapped in fear that it could cause more damage to the town. The attack resulted in 13 buildings demolished in 2 hours. He also destroyed gas lines as well. The attack caused millions of dollars in damage. When Marvin was demolishing the hardware store previously mentioned, the radiator overheated and the bulldozer got stuck in the basement of the hardware shop. One of the bulldozer's tracks had derailed and local police heard one gunshot. Marvin had taken his own life. Some thought Heemeyer was a hero for standing up to corruption, but some changed their minds after hearing the tapes which he recorded, which were about 2 hours long altogether. Marvin had begun recording the tapes as of early 2004, and the last tape was recorded 13 days before the incident. The first tapes was Marvin introducing himself, and says one of his close friends told him to make the audio tapes.
Hello, my name is Marvin Heemeyer. Today is, let's see here, April 13th, 2004. I am making this tape. I thought I should make it a year ago. Made part of it. Didn't like it. Really didn't think it'd make any difference if I did make it, but a good friend of mine said I should make it. He said I should sit down in front of a videotape machine and do it, but you're just going to have to take my word that this is Marvin Heemeyer.
But as the recordings progress further into 2004, you can hear a change in tone. He sounds more aggressive and infuriated. He talks about how he will be dead in the end, and quote, "I know I'm going to be dead. There's no doubt in my mind."
I know I'm going to be dead. There's no doubt about that in my mind.
What Marvin said then made people change their mind was that he intended to kill people, and he had a list of names with people who had argued with Marvin in the past. The following was the last eligible words recorded on the audio tape by Marvin Heemeyer.
Hey, I hope you all have a great time and a good life. I've had a great life. And it's Saturday morning, 22nd of May, 2004. And I'm going to put this tape recorder in a plastic bag. Somebody else can try to figure it out. We'll see you later.
Some say Marvin was a terrorist, some say he was a hero. But to summarize with his own words, sometimes reasonable men must do unreasonable things.